If you find yourself to have an abundance of female friends, but cannot manage to get into a relationship with any of them, and if generally are the one to be texting them first or making haste to reply to their messages, well, you might be simp then. But before we can talk about simps properly, we need to define what we mean by the word simp. Simps are those types of men who would rather go an extra mile and essentially serve the girls in any way they can. They believe that performing such deeds will attract them towards him. They do not man up and express their feelings, but rather wait for the girl to somehow read his mind. Simps are those who don't seem to hold back from any opportunity to make the girl happy, without her giving anything in return. They are the people wasting all their money on some girl on Twitch who doesn't even know who he is just because he finds her attractive. If you find yourself to have an abundance of female friends, but cannot manage to get into a relationship with any of them, he does it at the expense of his other financial needs that need funding, be it his rent, grocery, medicines, bills, and other important stuff. He invests himself emotionally and financially in some attractive girl who does not show any interest in him. Now, how do we know if certain actions of ours make us a simp and which ones are just basic etiquettes to be followed? Well, the line between a simp and a normal decent guy, albeit thin, is still there. Let's talk about some examples so we can have a clear idea about it. When you constantly compliment a girl while she doesn't even properly appreciate you for that or compliments you in return is simping. But if you express your feelings for some girl you find attractive outright is not simping. That is because you are telling her straight up how you feel for her rather than beating around the bush. Avoiding getting in any arguments with her or even at least expressing disapproval of any of her ideas, even though it clearly conflicts with yours is, well, simping. Simps are basically people who even lash out on other men just because they disagree with some view of a girl as if he has committed a sin. Simping is a kind of drug and has similar effects on your brain as other drugs. You are constantly investing in someone you know won't be interested in you. And then in return, you will feel depressed and still carry on investing in other girls as well. Now, this reminds me of the platform which is filled with this disease, Twitch. This is a streaming platform which is popular among the youngsters today. What happens here is that you pay to see your favorite streamer basically playing a game or just sitting in front of a camera doing random stuff. It is here that most of the girls are found preying on the simps as they come sit in front of the camera with a lot of makeup on to look pretty. Now the simps, as they are, find these girls attractive and pay their money to these girls who don't even know his name. A lot of the girls use this tactic to make a hefty amount of money off these men on Twitch by leeching on their simping trait. Now, we shall talk about some of the signs of a simp. 1. Having no goal or hobby in life, and the only thing you want to do is be with her. What most of them fail to understand is that girls don't find this trait attractive, but quite the opposite. They like men and find them attractive who are purposeful and ambitious in life. 2. When you are overly available to them. Girls don't find the readily available boys attractive, but instead are into men who have stuff to do in their lives and don't have the time to chase after girls. 3. Bombarding her with compliments. Complimenting like everything has a limit. Occasionally giving her small compliments are fine, but not seeming to run out of them makes you a bee flying over sweets. 4. Serving her like a servant. Now, there's no denying that helping your woman out with stuff is good and respectful. But when it gets to a point where you seem to have no other thing to do other than that immediately makes you unattractive as you present yourself as a guy with no other goal or ambition in life. 5. Gifting her all the time. It's a problem when you are gifting her just for the sake of it. But when you start making it into an effort to make her love you, then it is a problem. The thing is, mere gifts shouldn't decide if you love her or not. 6. Distressing about the rejection of nice guys. Now the reason they are rejected is in its name. Nice guys have this really unattractive quality of literally drooling over girls. You should instead have ambitions and purpose to live for. In summary, simping isn't treating women as they should be, but instead, it is when you undermine yourself and perceive yourself as someone lower than the girl you like. You serve her in every possible way to show his love for her. This type of person isn't seen as someone respectable in society either. He is also easily manipulated, losing his friends, money, and most importantly, mental health. They are seen as unattractive by the modern women, as well, who will only treat him with inequality and pity. Has some purpose and ambition in life, and don't make women the only source of happiness, so much that you find yourself in the pit of simps. That's it for today, guys. Hope you got the help you needed. Don't forget to like the video, share it with your friends who might benefit, and subscribe to get more of such helpful content. If you want to watch more of this type of helpful content, you can check out our channel.